Mozart Band are playing, their songs are quite amazing. Beethoven, though he's greedy, is a musical genius. Each melody's a symphony that comes straight from the heart of Chopin. Each song must have a rhythm, each problem a solution. Verdi's close at hand, he's the drummer of the Mozart Band. The band are all together, they're for one another, and Mozart is the leader of the Mozart Band. So sing together with the band, dance together with the band, laugh together with the band, for the Mozart Band is here. Yes, the Mozart Band is here.
It's delightful, isn't it? Here in this music box are the main characters of a wonderful musical tale, an opera called The Magic Flute by Mozart. Now, let's have a closer look at some of the characters we have here. Papageno, Prince Tamino, Princess Pamina, the priest Sarastro, and the mischievous Monostatos, as you can probably guess, and finally the wicked queen of the night. It's no coincidence that I have these characters here, because today's story involves a performance of the Magic Flute. Let's see, it all began when I was telling my class about the story itself. The Magic Flute is the title of a wonderful opera by Mozart. It was first performed in Vienna in 1797 and tells the story of Tamino and his attempts to save Pamina from the clutches of the evil Monostatos. To help him in his task and give him wisdom, our hero uses a magic flute.
Opera's just a lot of fat people with big mouths.
I've good news for you concerning the magic flute. There's a performance tonight.
Oh, great. Some fat people yelling at each other.
The opera director is a close friend of mine, so we've all been invited to follow the rehearsal and final performance of the Magic Flute.
Great, so we'll watch it from the stalls, Professor, right?
Not at all. Each of you will be promoted to trainee, stagehand, costumier, or designer, and one of you will also be responsible for looking after the orchestral instruments.
What an opportunity! We'll be in the best place to follow the production of an opera.
Tell us, Professor Solfa, who's going to be playing the Queen of the Night?
The Queen of the Night is to be played by the famous Ladiva Calva.
Ladiva Calva, Shumbla, the biggest opera singer since Maria Callas and Montreal Caballé. Oh, boy!
Yes, she has revolutionized the top C. Hers is the most famous, but you must be careful, as Ladiva Calva can be slightly emotional at times, as you'll discover.
The Magic Flute is one of my favorite works. Shumbla, this is going to be great. And this time Mr. Cole has gone on a trip overseas, so he won't be able to spoil things for us. I'm really looking forward to it. It's one of Mozart's greatest operas, you know.
Mozart, schmozart, operas for squares.
What are you talking about? You know nothing about opera. Sure, rock music's fine, but you can't compare it to opera. They're different worlds completely.
Opera's out of date. It's so old-fashioned.
Come on, Beethoven. It's no use talking to him. He's too stupid to understand opera anyway.
Come in. Huh?
Don Cortisone, excuse me for disturbing you, but...
Cosa Nostra, what do you want? I told you I don't like being disturbed when I'm listening to beautiful music, understand?
I beg you to forgive us for interrupting you, Godfather, but have you read today's newspaper?
Newspaper? What do you mean? Are they talking about me?
No, Don Cortisone, nothing in the stop press column about it.
So what is it?
Something on the entertainment page might interest you. Take a look at that.
Ladiva Calva, the greatest soprano in the world, here tonight.
And there's a photo of her there, Don Cortisone. Look.
What a beauty. I gotta meet her. I want her. Now you bring her in here at all costs. Do you understand what I'm saying?
This is Mr. Thrupany, children. He is both the director of the Opera House and its conductor, and it's thanks to his kindness that we are able to watch the rehearsal of the Magic Flute.
Quickly now, Professor Sulphur, we must be brief. We're expecting Ladiva Calva at any moment now.
Now behave yourselves, everybody. Preparations have already begun, and remember, this is a workplace, not a playground, so treat it as such and be on your best behavior. Now I want all of you to follow Mr. Thrupany, so come along.
We must hurry. Come on.
I'm sorry, but the Opera House won't allow pets in here, Mozart.
Oh, but Professor, I'm sure he'll behave himself.
Out of the question. It's difficult enough getting all you invited, let alone a dog. I'm sorry, Mozart.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Pimples. I did try, but don't worry about it. It won't be for long. We'll meet later.
Gina, Eloisa, and Anna, from now on, you are Miss Blush's assistants. Now, over you go. You are going to help her out with the costumes, the makeup, and the hairstyles. Hop to it, lend a hand, don't waste any time, all right?
Huh?
This is Calcifer, stagehand, designer, and props man. Beethoven, Verdi, and Fats, you stay with him. Come on now, chop, chop. This is Mr. Fiat Lux. He's responsible for the lighting, the king of bloodlights. Right, Chopin and Blackie, you'll be his helpers. Chop, chop now.
Hey, wait a minute. What am I gonna do, huh? Who do I work with?
You will be responsible for the musical instruments. There are strings to change, trumpets to shine. Come on, chop, chop, let's get to it. Huh? Huh?
So this small place is wunderbar. I think that I'm liking this city. Oh, yeah. What is this? Eine kleine Dog, ja? Now then, my cute little Liebchen, where is your master? Why has he left you? Ah, you poor deserted stray. I shall adopt you and call you Hector. My little Wiener Schnitzel, my Hector.
Hector? He's not Hector. His name is Pimples, and he belongs to Mozart.
Ach nein, this dog is Hector. I find him in the Strasse and he is in poor stray. Besides which, Mozart did not have any dog.
But you can't. It's not your dog. I'm telling you. It belongs...
Don't contradict Ladiva. She might get upset. She might lose her voice. Don't worry about the dog. Your friend will easily be able to get it back when Ladiva leaves. But for now, be quiet.
Sorry, Don Cortisone hates waiting.
I really hate the smell of flowers. We'll stink of roses for days.
Scusi. I wonder, could you possibly tell us where we find Ladiva Calva? We bought some flowers for her.
She'll be in the dressing room, I suppose.
We better find her, or the Godfather will have us wearing concrete overcoats, capiche?
Huh? Oh, the Godfather.
Well, it is time I should be warming up the voice. If you are taking my advice, you should be leaving now, okay?
Watch the handle, will you? I hate to look untidy.
Yes, you're as lucky you wore the shockproof hair gel this time, right?
It's coming from there. Do you think it's a her?
We'll see. Come on.
I love roses. Come give them to me, gentlemen.
I vote we gag her before she starts all that screaming again.
Hey, I'm being kidnapped! Somebody help me! If you don't untie me, I'll hit top C.
Well, it's calmed down now. Do you think we should go in and check, maybe?
Okay, we'll go in, but be careful. Remember, it can start again at any minute. She sure has got some voice. It really does look like an earthquake has hit this place.
Get ready to run if she starts again. The building may fall down.
Huh? Hey, what was that?
The bell is talking.
It's got people stuck underneath it, dummy. Now help me!
Phew! I thought I was a goner.
Don't worry. We knew the two of you were under there. Well, I thought the voice I heard rang a bell.
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
What's happening here? Someone explain.
It's a catastrophe. Ladiva Calva has been kidnapped.
Ladiva Calva kidnapped in my theater and the performance in less than 2 hours. It's a disaster!
Hurry up! Go take a shower. You stink of roses. I hate the smell of roses. Ladiva Calva in my house. I've dreamt of this moment so many times. The biggest singer in the world here for me alone. I thank you, madam. I'm your humble servant.
This is ein scandal. These brutes have kidnapped me. I wish the police. Let me out of here, you jerk.
Please calm down, Signora. These men did not kidnap you. They brought you to your greatest admirer. Allow me to introduce myself, Don Cortisone. But you may call me Godfather if you prefer. And it's a real honor to meet you.
You are that Don Cortisone, the terrible godfather and gangster? I thought that you were still in prison, y'all.
Hey, I got parole. I swore I wouldn't hurt anyone. Come on now. Give me a break, huh? Lady!
You like me to break your leg?
Don't get lippy.
Right. So you let me go immediately.
Of course I will let you go, but not right now. I brought you here to ask you for a favor. It's something that's always been a dream of mine.
Favor? What favor?
For starters, just listen to this.
Wenn an dem Mädchen Bälllein so lauschte ich Zucker ein, die welche mir am liebsten wär, der geb ich gleich den Zucker her. Und küsste sie mich zärtlich dann, wär sie mein Weib und ich ihr Mann. Sie schlief an meiner Seite, ich wiegte wie ein Kind sie ein.
I want you to sing the Magic Flute with me.
A duet with you? Nine, out of the question. I refuse to sing under duress. I won't do it.
Let me introduce you to Aldo. He's a music-loving shark. I promised he'd hear your voice, and he'll be so disappointed if he doesn't. Of course, he hasn't eaten for 3 days. I'd hate to have to give him an opera singer for breakfast, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
How many days did you say since he'd eaten?
Oh, the shame, the disgrace, the infamy, the notoriety, oh!
Hey, somehow we just gotta find Ladiva Calva. Without her, the whole opera will be canceled.
But what can we do?
Hey, wait, we've already got a clue. I saw 2 guys, 2 huge and sinister-looking men. They look just like gangsters. Maybe we should start with them.
2 huge and sinister-looking guys who look just like gangsters, huh? Well, how do you suppose we find them in this city? We don't even know which way they went, so where do we start?
That's a good question.
Hey, look, it's Pimples!
Hey, Pimples, you smell these roses? Can you follow the scent of the guys who brought them here? Shumbla! That's the answer. Pimples will lead us to where the kidnappers are, and then we'll catch them red-handed. Come on now, Pimples, follow the scent.
I want to record this unique duet, a wonderful recording with me, Don Cortisone, and the famous Ladiva Calva, kind of a world exclusive. We make a great pair. You know, I'm a pretty good baritone myself. If it hadn't been for my family, I could have sung at La Scala, but you know what families are like. Well, you know, when I say families, I mean families in my line of work. Now it's your turn, my dear diva.
I'm very sorry, Herr Cortisone, but I cannot sing with so much bright daylight. 9.
Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ach, 9. Now it is too dark, and I cannot read my music at all.
Cosa Nostra, let me have a spotlight and hurry up about it before I start to lose my even temper.
Look, Pimples is on their track. We can't be far away from them now.
Hey, Mozart, it looks like Pimples is trying to tell us we've reached our destination.
Listen, we'll try and get in without being seen, okay?
Okay, now you got everything?
9. Could these gentlemen leave the room as they are bothering me?
Have you noticed how trees seem to be dropping a very strange type of fruit at this time of year?
Yeah, very strange. You're right, Koza. And kind of nosy, too.
Hey, let go of me, you thugs!
Hey, what do you know? We got talking fruit. Now, that is weird.
Yeah, and it wriggles, too, like it's alive. Let's go and show Don Cortisone what we found in his garden. I'm sure he'll be pleased. He's always been rather keen on planting things, if you know what I mean, Koza. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to do a little bit of digging.
Hey, looks like they got a midget dog with them, too. Let's take him in and show the boss.
Are you ready now, ma'am?
I still need...
I think Aldo's getting a little impatient in his pool, if you know what I mean.
Oh...
Ah!
Ladiva, hey, it's her. I recognize the voice.
Yeah, me too. That woman's got a voice in a million.
The earthquake's starting again. Let's find a shelter. We've got to free Ladiva, guys. Come on, let's go.
Ah, my little Hector, you've come back to me, meine kleine Liebchen.
There's only one way out of here, ma'am. You gotta sing. Don't stop, ma'am. As long as you keep singing, those guys won't be able to touch us.
You won't get far. Aldo is waiting for you, you great opera singer thieves, you!
Shark! Look out, Ladiva!
Ladiva's too heavy. The shark's gonna eat her alive. Hey, it's Pimples!
Yeah, you don't need a
I come out of this alive, you're gonna pay for it. The water will block our voice, he says, you stupid idiot.
Shumbla, we got them at last. They can't get away now. Hey, don't worry about it. We'll send over the fire brigade to help you out. And the police, of course.
Und my kleiner Hector, you saved my life, my dear Liebchen.
Shumbla, it's almost 9 o'clock and the show is due to start in less than 5 minutes. We'd all better get back to the opera house quickly.
How? Huh?
How about skates?
Can you imagine Ladiva wearing skates, Beethoven? Actually, when I was still eine kleine Fraulein, I was the queen of ice skating back home. Just watch my dust, Sonny.
Hey, we're gonna look out, boss. What are you doing? We're gonna wind up with the shot.
Thank goodness you're here, Ladiva Calva. But where have you been? The police have been looking everywhere for you. What happened to you? Where did you go, Ladiva Calva?
It's a long story, but you must thank your students here. I mean, without them, I would not be here. Now let us start.
Well, that's impossible, I'm afraid. Mr. Thruppany's sick.
We've been in spots like this before. Remember Tenerife? Remember the time we borrowed your harp from the museum? Then it was stolen from the back of the truck. And we thought we'd never manage, because we couldn't find a harp as good as yours anywhere. But we found out that those crooks had taken it. And they caught us too. But then, the police arrived in the nick of time, and everything turned out for the best. Don't you remember, Professor?
Yeah, let's start.
But I told you we can't. Mr. Thruppany's sick, and I don't see what Tenerife has to do with this, Mozart, unless you mean what I think you mean. Not only do we not have a conductor, but the musicians have left too. I was just about to send the audience home.
Oh, that is ein shame.
I'm very sorry, my dear madam, but without musicians or a conductor, it's impossible. Well, I'm sure you see that.
Excuse me, Professor Solfa.
What is it, Mozart? Speak up.
If you'll allow me, there is a solution to all of these problems.
What a beautiful voice, and what a beautiful woman.
In his groundbreaking opera, The Magic Flute, Mozart introduced the concept of paganism into the work, featuring the ancient gods Isis and Osiris. This theme was woven into some of the most beautiful music he ever composed.